Welcome back to my channel. So let's go ahead and start with the same sob story, the same old song and dance. I decided to go ahead and use my new camera that I've talked about in my previous videos today to film a full face. I'm spitting while I say that. A full face first impressions of some Milani makeup that I picked up today, because I have never tried not one single solitary Milani product in all of this makeup madness that I have thrown myself into. And anyway, I did not have the foresight to make sure that the camera, or the battery, I should say, was charged. So halfway, not even halfway through the video, it died on me. So here we are again in all my cell phone glory. But you know what? That's okay. We're going to get it together when we get it together. And until then, you know what? This is just how it's going to be. So I went ahead and just did a full face using only Milani products. And I'm here to talk to you about these products now. Tell you what I thought about them. And yeah. Let's get started. So the first thing I started with was this. This is, and if I say Milani a million times through this video, just know it is not intentional. We all know that this is a full face using Milani products. So if I say Milani a million times, please just ignore it. But the first product I used was this Prime Correct Face Primer. This is a color correcting and pore filling face primer, and it is green. I use that through my T-zone, and because I use La Laneige, well, that's actually probably the correct way to say it in French, but because I used my Laneige face wash on top of this pore filling color correcting primer, my pores were actually pretty freaking snatched once I was done using it, and it looked like it really smoothed out my skin tone, although I only used it right through here through my T-zone. And the reason for that was because I picked this up as well. This is the Make It Last setting spray. This is the 3-in-1 Prime, Correct, and Set spray. I wanted to use this all over to see if it would prime the skin, and let me just tell you, I wish I had just used this all over my face and not even bothered with this, because the spray, the mist on this, well, I use the term mist very, very loosely because it just shot out in like a straight line. Let me see if you can, you might not be able to see it, but look. I mean, it just shoots like straight out. It says to do it in like a pss, pss, pss motion and kind of a Z motion. And it was like I had a lot. It was like Zorro sprayed primer across my face, and I was not that impressed with it. I just kind of patted it out with my hands, and I'm still on the fence about this. This I think I'm gonna really like. I'm definitely gonna have to test this all over. This I'm kind of on the fence about. I'm definitely going to need to play with this some more, but based on the way this foundation behaved, I'm going to have to say that one of the two products worked very well. Now, I'm looking at my skin right now, and I'm not getting any kind of pooling or separation, but I am starting to get a little shiny already. And I have heard so many good things about this foundation on YouTube. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I use the color 04 Medium Beige. Going on initially, I loved it. And then once I set it with some powder, I liked it even more. We're about to go out to dinner soon, so I'm going to see how this performs over the next few hours, and I'll throw up another video in a little while and let you guys know just how well I really like this. I'm already starting to see some oiliness come through on my skin. I don't know if that is from this. This is an oil-free primer, so it can't be that. So anyway, like I said, this is a medium to full coverage, lightweight foundation. It is an oil-free formula, so it should. It claims to be long-wearing, water-persistent, and water-resistant, and sweat-proof. So we shall see. I'm going to give this a go for the evening, and I'll check back in with you guys later on this afternoon and let you guys know how that worked out. Afterwards, I applied this. This is the Milani Natural Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof Powder. This is also in the color 04 Natural. This is what it looks like. Open it up, and it is just your basic tinted matte powder, and I applied that over my foundation. But like I said, I don't know if it's because of the highlighter, which I'll talk about next, is already starting to run and make me look oilier than it should, or what, but I'm starting to see some shininess already, and I've only had this on for about an hour. So I feel like maybe this might be something that I need to carry with me to touch up. I don't know yet, but from all the rave reviews that I've gotten from that foundation, this is one of those we shall sees. And next up, I used the Milani Strobe Light Afterglow highlighter. This going on was absolutely stunning. If you can see, I only applied like one little layer, I guess you could say, on each side. And it is really very, I don't want to say blinding, but it is a very stunning highlight. The only problem with this highlight is that, as most highlighters do, it sits in my texture, and I'm not about that life. So, will I be using this again? Probably not, but it is very pretty on. From a distance, it's a knockout. Up close, where I'm looking, I can see like every teeny tiny little pore. I can see all of it, so that is not a winner for me. I did not find a bronzer for whatever reason. I know Milani makes bronzers. I just did not find one. So I skipped the bronzer today and decided to go a little more natural. And I went straight in with the blush. Now this is the Tea Rose Blush. Powder blush in 08. It says an ultra silky soft powder blush that delivers the perfect amount of color and easily blends onto the cheeks. And I really enjoy this. I'm going to get up kind of close to, you're probably seeing like the biggest blur in your life right now. I feel like if I back it up to here on this phone, you actually see it better. I really like this blush. It gave me a really nice, natural, healthy kind of glow blush from within. And then I had to go and ruin it with that highlight. So next time, I think I'll go in with that same like regimen and leave the highlighter out, because I'm really enjoying this blush. Like really enjoying this blush. I picked up a brow pencil from Milani. This is the Milani Easy Brow Automatic Pencil. It does come with a spoolie, which always comes in handy when you're shaping your brows. But the problem with this, and because you can't see, because the cap is opaque, this is what I was worried about. This is what the pencil looks like. It is chubby. It's a chubby, fat. I want to get close so maybe you can see. I don't know. I'd like to try and, let me just put that up for just a second. I don't know how well you can see this, but it is very chubby. That is not ideal for me. I am pretty much in love with the Anastasia Brow Wiz and the Benefit Precisely My Brow, and even my MAC Lingering Brows, because the actual applicator is so tiny and precise. This had a tiny point on it at first, and it worked well for like 2 seconds, and then my brows ended up, I could not get a precise line in my brows, if you know what I mean. I could not shape my brows the way I normally would, because this is, you know, like a Crayola crayon. So this is definitely a definite no for me as well. I also use the Milani eyeshadow primer, and I like to do my eyebrows first and then carve my brows out with either my paint pot or with my NYX Dark Circle Corrector. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about that or not, or even my Tarte Shape Tape. I really like carving out my brows. You cannot, well, I guess you could do that with this. I just didn't. But this comes out in kind of a cream, and it goes on pretty tacky, and I'm doing this just so you can see that it's a very natural nude color, and it has a very creamy texture. It's not at all like the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. I don't know if you guys have used that. It's very tacky. It is not at all like that. It goes on very creamy, and then it dries down almost powder-like. I did, however, go over that and set it with a light colored shadow just to be on the safe side. This I actually liked, and I will probably play with this some more just to see how it performs with other shadows. So that brings me to the eyeshadows that I picked up. I picked up 2 different palettes. They had 4 in total there, and I'm sorry if the glare is terrible. I got the 03 Smoky Essentials, which is this one, and the 05 Earthy Elements, which is this one. And I'm sorry, but my mouth is getting really, really dry. The one that I'm wearing today is the Earthy Elements, which is this one. However, I did use this color right here to set my primer, and I'm seeing all that glare. I did use this color right here to set my primer, just in case it was tacky, and I wanted my shadows to blend. But I did use this palette, the 05 Earthy Elements, and I'm kind of in love with it, and I will be reaching for this again. I certainly will. Very natural, very everyday, just, you know, going out, not like your major glam, going out and just running errands type of makeup, or just something that you can throw on real quick just to give yourself a nice pop of color. These colors, although they did have quite a bit of fallout and were a little powdery, they blended out beautifully. And they were gorgeously pigmented. I don't have enough nice things to say about this palette. I definitely want to play more with this one. It has more blues in that, and that is a little out of my comfort zone. I did go underneath and kind of smoke out my lower lash line with this darkest blue color right here, just to play with it, and I was really impressed with that one as well. So far, the Earthy Essentials is a definite yes for me, and that South just come out in me, y'all. This one right here will certainly probably be the same. I would have loved for you guys to have seen the full face that I was working on, but like I said, I did not have the foresight to charge my battery before I started, so here we are. The next product I used, obviously, in this is the Milani Eye Tech Extreme Liquid Eyeliner, and this I freaking loved. And I have not been able to find a liquid liner that I have liked so much since I found the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, and I'm going to tell you why. This has that felt tip applicator, but it goes into this extremely fine point, but it is a very strong, I don't want to touch it and mess it up. The best way that I can explain this is that it is such a strong applicator. It is so precise. It is even more precise, in my opinion, than the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, because that one tends to kind of, you know, bend and move with your movements, where this one, even though it's thick, you can control this and really just create an amazing, let me wing that out a little bit more now that I'm looking at it. You really can just get in there with this one and really make an awesome winged liner with this. I'm probably going to start reaching for this a hell of a lot more than I will my Kat Von D, and that is saying a lot, because Kat Von D is the only liquid liner that I will use at this point. So this is on my eyes tonight. We're going to see if it, you know, bleeds, runs, smudges. We're going to see how this wears, and I will let you guys know in my check-in later how that works out. Let's see. I also picked up the Lash Trifecta. This one I was not very I was not very excited about. I did not like the wand. It is one of these wands. Now for my lower lashes, oh my god. This I will grab time and time again for my lower lashes. But as far as my upper lashes go, it did not give me the length. It did not give me the volume that I look for in a liner. And so obviously my Better Than Sex or my Lash Paradise is going to be my go-to still. I wanted to try something out, but I have finally found the perfect mascara for my bottom lashes, because not only does it fit because it's curved, it fits the contours of my under eye area. I mean, it really just drags those lashes down and gives those bottom lashes the length that they deserve, because I do have very long lower lashes. So for bottom lashes, I highly recommend this. For upper lashes, I might skip it. As you can see, I'm wearing falsies. Same falsies I wore in, what was it, yesterday's video or the day before's video. It's the Nicole Guerrero's by Eyelure. I really enjoy these lashes a lot. I really do. So for finally my lips, I grabbed several lip products, but I only used one today, and that is the Amore Matte in the shade Obsession. That is what I'm wearing. Is that what I'm wearing? Yeah, that is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's not very comfortable. It is a liquid lip. It is a matte liquid lip. And I felt that it tended to be very patchy, and you had to constantly apply it to get it to become very comfortable. And as you can see, I have butthole lips, which I'm not a fan of. And I did cover this up. It's just, I don't know if maybe it would help to put like a liner on over first, and then apply this, or what. And I got another one in the Amore Matte in the shade Devotion. So I have two of these that I'm going to need to continue playing with. This one, which I'm wearing right now, I've got about 17 layers on. Not necessarily 17, but I did apply this about 3 times to finally get it to look the way it looks. And I still feel like it is very patchy. This one, like I said, Devotion, I have not used yet. I do want to show you the other Milani's that I picked up that I have not used yet, that I will be using in the future. I got one Amore Shine, which I haven't even taken out of the wrapper yet. It might behoove me, actually, to put this over the color that I'm wearing now, just to give it a little bit of a lubrication, so to speak. And then I picked up 2 lipsticks. These are in the shades 42 Rose Femme, which I'll swatch for you now. This, let's do it on this hand because I've done some swatching over there already. This is Rose Femme. This is a really pretty, just kind of blushed light, kind of, I don't know, very nude color. And then I grabbed Matte Glam, and this is in a really pretty fuchsia, because you guys know I'm kind of really getting into those purple lipsticks these days for whatever reason. So I grabbed those, and I will be playing with those. And then finally, I picked up this. This is the Milani Illuminating Face Powder. And honestly, I think I picked this up for the packaging because it's just so pretty, because of those like little tiny roses all inside. And it could be used, it says illuminating face powder, ultra smooth highlighter, bronzer, and blush. Although I don't know. I didn't try to use that as any of these today. Because it is illuminating, and I'm a more matte type of person. I do not like a loomy face. It makes my pores open up like the gates of hell, and I'm just not into it. So I did not use this today. I may not use it. Actually, I don't even know why I took it out of the plastic. I probably shouldn't even taken it out of the plastic, but I did, and so here we are. But yeah, that is my video for today, you guys. That is my Milani thoughts. My thoughts on Milani. I wish you guys could have seen the full face first impressions that I did, but alas, I did not get to finish it. So you were just going to have to see the finished product, and then let me hit you back later on with another video letting you guys know how the products performed. Anyway, if you guys are new to this channel, my name is Courtney. I do unboxings.